Good morning. We are going to read a really cute little story, and it's kind of a silly story, especially if you look at the illustrations on the front cover. Because what I'm noticing about the front cover is that there are a couple vehicles that have landed on the moon. And one of those vehicles probably can't land on the moon, right? Which vehicle do you see that should not land on the moon? Yes. The airplane, okay. An airplane cannot land on the moon. So we already know, just from looking at the cover of the story, is it fiction or nonfiction?
Non-fiction.
Fiction. It's fiction. That means it's made up. It's not really real because you cannot actually land an airplane on the moon. What kind of vehicle can you land on the moon?
Spaceship.
A spaceship. Some kind of a spaceship that you can take from or out into space, right? So this one is going to be really cute. It's called The Way Back Home. Look at this guy. Who is he standing next to? An alien. What? Here we go. Can't wait. I hope you're excited. Once there was a boy. I'm going to move it up so you can see it a little bit better. Once there was a boy. And one day, as he was putting his things back in the closet, he found an airplane. Man, this story is getting silly. Can you really find an airplane that you could actually fly in your closet?
No.
Sounds like this guy's got quite an imagination. He didn't remember leaving it in there, but he thought he'd take it out for a go right away. I think if I found an airplane in my closet and if I knew how to fly it, then I would be taking it for a go right away too.
Yeah.
The plane lifted off the ground and up into the sky. This story is wild. It's a boy, a little boy, found an airplane in the closet and now he's flying it. Can kids fly airplanes?
No, sometimes, yeah.
I don't know about this story. It's crazy. Higher and higher and higher. Suddenly, the plane sputtered. It had run out of fuel. Now the boy was stuck on the moon. What was he to do? I don't know. If you jump off the moon, then what will happen? You'll crash. You would not be able to, you'd fall and you could die, right? He was all alone and afraid, and soon his flashlight began to go out. Oh dear. There he is on the moon, and he's got a flashlight, and there's his plane. But look how small the moon looks. He is almost as big as the moon. That's pretty crazy. Meanwhile, up in space, someone else was in trouble too. His engine had broken down. Who is this guy? The alien. And steering the ship toward a flicker of light, he landed on the moon with a bump. The boy heard noises. The Martian heard noises. Both feared the worst. Look what the Martian thinks it's going to be.
A monster.
Yeah, a monster, some other kind of alien. And this is what the boy thinks it's going to be.
A monster.
Yeah. But as their eyes got used to the dark, both the boy and the Martian realized they'd met someone else in trouble. They weren't alone anymore. Look, they became friends. The boy showed the Martian his empty fuel tank, and the Martian showed the boy his broken engine. Together, they thought of ways to fix their machines and get them both back home. Look at them brainstorming. They're having all different kinds of ideas as they talk to one another. That idea looks like a pretty good idea.
Yeah. Where are we going to get parts for that?
Yeah, I don't know. That'd be a hard one. As the Earth was nearest, the boy went first. Down he jumped. But luckily, he had a parachute. Right into the sea. And swam toward home. Can that really happen? No. But by the time he got there, the boy was tired out, so he just sat in his favorite chair just to catch his breath. His favorite program was just starting, and he settled down to watch.
What was that?
Uh-oh. What's going on over here?
An alien.
It's the Martian, and what is he looking at? He's looking at he's keeping track of the time. He's watching the clock. Suddenly, the boy remembered what he should be doing. He rushed off to the closet to get what he needed. Then he ran outside and shouted, but there was no reply. He couldn't be heard. The boy climbed to higher ground, called again, and waited. Who's he calling to?
The alien.
This time, a rope was lowered. This is really silly. So the Martian lowered a rope from the moon clear to the top of a mountain.
Where did he get a rope?
I have no idea. Maybe it was in his spaceship. The boy began to climb, and the Martian began to pull, and soon the boy was back on the moon. Can you climb a rope to get to the moon?
No.
This story is crazy.
Ropes are not long enough.
No, definitely not long enough.
But if you make one that's long enough, you
Maybe.
could.
The boy fixed up the Martian's ship with a couple of rubber bands and a wrench while the Martian filled the boy's fuel tank. They said goodbye and thanked each other for their help. They wondered if they'd ever meet again. After a long and tiring night, they were both finally off the moon. The boy went one way and the Martian went another, both on their way back home. Look, the boy got a package in the mail. What was in the package? A walkie-talkie. And then look, who's talking to him?
Hello.
It says, hello, hello. Who's saying that to him?
Alien.
The Martian. They stayed friends, and now they have walkie-talkies where they can talk to each other from their own homes. That was a good story, and I hope you really enjoyed it. And I think it's pretty silly. So I think what better way to spend a Wednesday than having a little laugh about a story. I hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you next time.